Hello viewers, welcome to the lecture series of SSC Quantitative Aptitude. This is your tutor Keshav Agarwal and this is lecture on ratio and proportion. In this lecture, we are going to see 20 practice questions on ratio and proportion. So let us start with the very first question. Rupees 730 were divided among A, B, C in such a way that if A gets rupees 3, then B gets 4 rupees, and if B gets 3.5 rupees, then C gets 3 rupees. The share of B exceed that of C by. So let us have a look over the solution. Let the shares of A, B, C be small a, small b and small c respectively. If A gets rupees 3 and B gets rupees 4, so the ratio of A's share and B share is A upon B equal to 3 upon 4. Okay, so that means A is equal to B times of 3 upon 4, and this can also be written as B equal to 4 upon 3A. So if B gets 3.50 rupees, C gets rupees 3. So the ratio of B share and C's share is B upon C equal to 3.50 upon 3, which when simplified gives 7 upon 6. So that means B is equal to 7 upon 6C, or we can also say that C equal to 6 upon 7B. So A upon B is equal to 3 upon 4 and B upon C equal to 7 upon 6. So that means A is to B is equal to 3 is to 4 and B is to C is equal to 7 is to 6. So now multiplying 3 to the A is to B and 4 to the B is to C, then we get A is to B is to C equal to 21 is to 28 is to 24. Let the shares be in the ratio 21 is to 28 is to 24, and the sum of ratios parts is 73. So the value of one part will be 730 upon 30, that is equal to 10. So share of B part will be 28 parts. That means 28 into 10, which is equal to 280 rupees. And share of C part will be 24 parts. That is equal to 24 into 10, that is 240 rupees. So the difference is equal to share of B minus the share of C, which is equal to 280 minus 240, which is equal to 40 rupees. Hence, the share of B exceed that of C by 40 rupees. So the option correct here is option B. Question number 2. Rupees 555 was to be divided among A, B, C in the ratio 1 upon 4 is to 1 upon 5 is to 1 upon 6. But by mistake, it was divided in the ratio 4 is to 5 is to 6. The amount in excess received by C was. So let us now have a look over the solution. So the total amount received by A, B, C is equal to 555. And the original ratio in which we initially wanted to divide the money was 1 upon 4 is to 1 upon 5 is to 1 upon 6. And if you take the LCM of 4, 5, 6, then it will be 60. So let us get rid of fractions because nobody likes fractions. So multiplying it by 60, it will be 1 upon 4 times of 60, 1 upon 5 times of 60 and 1 upon 6 times of 60. And that will be 15 is to 12 is to 10. Okay. So 15x plus 12x plus 10x is going to be 37x. And this 37x is going to be equal to total amount, that is 555. That means x is equal to 15. So now C get 10 into 15, that is rupees 150. That means C should have received 150 rupees. But in the question as it is mentioned, the divide was made on the basis of this ratio. That means C received more money than he should have received. That means let's see how much money he received, and then we will find the excess money received by him. By mistake, the ratio of ABC is 456. Then the total sum is equal to 15x, and 15x is equal to 555. So the x will be equal to 37. So money received by C is 6x, that is equal to 222, 222 rupees. So he was to receive 150 rupees and he received 222 rupees. That means 72 rupees was given extra to C. So the correct option here will be option A. Question number 3. A person divided a certain sum between his 3 sons in the ratio 3:4:5. Had he divided the sum in the ratio 1/3:1/4:1/5, the son who got the least share would have got 1188 more, 1188 rupees more. The sum in rupees was. So the total amount, what is the total amount that we have to find out here? So case 1. So if the money was distributed on the basis of this ratio, and then the sum was, it should be 12 into 47. And in the case 2, let us first get rid of fractions. So it will look like 20:15:12. This implies that 47 into 12. So in the case 1, 141:188:235. And the case 2, if this money were divided according to this ratio, it would be 240:1:144. So 240 minus 141 units is equal to 118 rupees. So this is the money received by third son. Okay. So 1 unit will be equal to 12 rupees. So the total income is equal to 564 units. So if you multiply it by 12, because there are total 12 units, so you will get 6,768 rupees. So the correct option here is option A. The numerator of a fraction is 3 more than the denominator. When 5 is added to the numerator and 2 is subtracted from the denominator, the fraction becomes 8/3. And when the original fraction is divided by 5/1/2, the fraction so obtained is. So let denominator is equal to x and numerator is equal to x plus 3. So the fraction becomes x plus 3/x. According to the question, it says when 5 is added to the numerator and 2 is subtracted from the denominator, the fraction becomes 8/3. So that means x plus 3 plus 5 upon x minus 2 is equal to 8/3. This is given in the question. So if you simplify this, just do the cross multiplication here. You will get 3x plus 24 equal to 8x minus 16. And if you simplify it more, you will get x equal to 8. Therefore, the denominator will be 8 and the numerator will be 8 plus 3, that is 11. So the fraction is equal to 11/8. And when 11/8 is divided by 11/2, 11/2 is nothing but this mixed fraction. So it will be 11/8 into 2/11, that is equal to 1/4. So the fraction so obtained when the original fraction is divided by 5/1/2, the answer will be 1/4. So the correct option here is option D. Total number of men, women and children working in a factory is 40. They earn rupees 1,343 rupees in a day. If the total wages of men to that of women to that of children is in ratio 35:26:18, And if the wages of men, women, and a child are in the ratio 7:13:6, then how much does a child earns in a day? Solution. So let the wages of a man, woman, and child be 7x, 13x, and 6x respectively. So let the number of men, women, and children be MWC. Okay. So the ratio of total wages is 35, 26, and 18. So M times of 7x, W times of 13x, and C times of 6x will be 35 is to 26 is to 18. So just divided by x, you will have 7m is to 13w is to 6c equal to 35 is to 26 is to 18. Now 7m will be equal to 35k, 13w will be equal to 26k, 6c will be equal to 18k. That means m is equal to 5k, w equal to 2k, and c is equal to 3k. So m plus w plus c is going to be 5k plus 2k plus 3k, that is equal to 10k. And since 10k is given to be 40, so the k is 4. So that means put k equal to 4, I will have 79 into 4, that is equal to 316. Thus the total wages are 316x, which are equal to 1,343 rupees. So x will equal to x 4.24. So the wages of child is equal to 6x, which was initially mentioned in the question. So 6 times of 4.25 will be equal to 25.50. So correct option here will be option D. The ratio of the incomes of Ajay and Bina is 5:4, and the ratio of their expenditure is 6:5. If the ratio of saving is 7:5, what percentage of his income does Ajay save? Let Ajay's income be 5x and Bina's income be 4x. So let Ajay's expenditure be 6y and Bina's expenditure be 5y. So savings by Ajay is equal to 5x minus 6y, and savings of Bina is equal to 4x minus 5y. So the ratio of saving is given as 7:5. So this is given in the question. So 5x minus 6y upon 4x minus 7y is equal to 7 upon 5. So you can do the cross multiplication here, and you will get 5 times of 5x minus 6y equal to 7 times of 4x minus 5y. So when you simplify this, you will get a relation between x and y, that is x equal to 5 upon 3y. So put this relation in savings of Ajay, that is 5x minus 6y equal to 5 times of 5 upon 3y minus 6y. So this will be equal to 7y upon 3. And Ajay's income is 5x. So it will be 5x equal to 5 times of 5 upon 3y, that is equal to 25y upon 3. So the percentage saved is equal to saving upon income into 100%. So the 7y upon 3 upon 25y upon 3 into 100, it is equal to 28%. So the correct option here will be option A. Moving to question number 7. The ratio of numbers of boys and girls in school was 5:3. Some new boys and girls were admitted to the school in the ratio 5:7. At this, the total number of students in the school became 1200, and the ratio of boys to girls changed to 7:5. The number of students in the school before new admission was. So the solution, so say A is to B is equal to 5:3, that is given to us. So let us suppose 5x is to 3x to be the precise number of boys and girls. So newcomers, the ratio became 5:7. So let it be 5y is to 7y. So the total will be 12y. Okay. So therefore 8x from here plus 12y, the total student became 1200. So if you take 4 common, so you will have the equation 2x plus 3y equal to 300. So again, 5x plus 5y upon 3x plus 7y is going to be equal to 7 upon 5. And when you do the cross multiplication here, you will get 4x minus 24y equal to 0. So here you have two equations, x equal to 6y, and put this in the first equation, you will get 12y plus 3y equal to 300. And when you further simplify this, you get y equal to 20 and x equal to 120. So the number of students initially were 8x. So now substitute the value of x, you will get 960 students. So the correct answer here is option D. When 5 children from class A join class B, the number of children in both classes is same. If 25 children from B join A, then the number of children in A becomes double the number of children in B. The ratio of number of children in A to those in B is. So student, x minus 5 is equal to y plus 5. So x minus y equal to 10, this is the first equation. So just x plus 25 equal to 2 times of y minus 25. So x minus 2y equal to minus 75 is the second equation. So when you subtract both the equations, we will have x minus y equal to 10 and x minus 2y equal to minus 75. So we solve both equations and get the value of y equal to 85 and x equal to 95. So x is to y will be equal to 19 is to 7, which is option number D. In an examination, number of those who passed and number of those who failed were in the ratio 25 is to 4. If 5 more had appeared and the number of failures was 2 less than the earlier, the ratio of passers to failure would be 22 is to 3. So total number of appeared in examination is. So let pass and fail student be 25x and 4x. So total student in the class is 29x. So according to the question, if 5 more students appear, that means new student equal to 29x plus 5. So the new failed student would be 4x minus 2. So then pass student is equal to total student minus failed student is equal to 29x plus 5 minus 4x minus 2, that is equal to 25x plus 7. So the ratio is 25x plus 7, this is pass, 4x minus 2, that is fail, and it is equal to 22 upon 3, that is given in the question. So when you do the cross multiplication, you will have 75x plus 21 equal to 88x minus 44. And when simplified, you will get x equal to 5. So total number of students were 29 into 5 plus 5, that is 150. So the correct answer is B. How many job applicants had applied if the ratio of selected to unselected was 19 is to 17? If 1200 less applied and 800 selected, then the ratio of selected to unselected would be 1 is to 1. So here 36x, there is a sum of this, minus 1200 upon 19x minus 800 is equal to 2 is to 1. So when you simplify this, you will get x equal to 200. So the total number of job applicants is equal to 36x and x is equal to 200, so it will be 7200. So the option B is correct. In a regiment, the ratio between the officers to soldiers was 4 is to 43. In a battle, 8 officers martyred and 7 soldiers joined the regiment, and the ratio became 2 is to 23. Find the number of soldiers after the battle. Let the number of officers be 4x and the number of soldiers be 43x. So after the battle, number of officers is 4x minus 8 and the number of soldiers is 43 plus x plus 7, 43x plus 7. So the new ratio of officers is given to be 22 is to 23. So 44x minus 8 upon 43x plus 7 is equal to 2 is upon 23. So 23 times of 4x minus 8 is equal to 2 times of 43x plus 7. And when you simplify this, you will get x equal to 33. So the total number of soldiers after battle is equal to 43x plus 7, which is equal to 1426. So the correct option here is option B. In a school, ratio of number of teachers, boys and girls, was 1:7:5. When 8 new teachers joined the school and 9 girls left the school, the ratio of teacher-student became 1:7. Find the number of remaining girls in the school. Let the number of teachers, boys and girls be T, 70 and 5T respectively. So the total number of students will be 12T, and after 8 teachers join and 9 girls leave, the new number of teachers would be T plus 8 and 12T minus 9. So this is new students and total new teachers, including new teachers. So the new ratio of teachers to student is 1:7. This is given to us. So it will be T plus 8 upon 12T minus 9 equal to 1 upon 7. When you do the cross multiplication and the simplification, you will get T equal to 13. So the number of remaining girls will be 5T minus 9, so that is 56. So the correct option here is option C. Rupees 600 are divided among A, B and C, so that rupees 40 more than 2/5 of A's share, rupees 20 more than 2/7 of B's share, and rupees 10 more than 9 upon 17th share of C's share are equal. Then A share is. So according to the question, 2 upon 5A plus 40 is equal to 2 upon 7B plus 20 equal to 9 upon 17C plus 10 equal to P. So this ratio is equal to 5 upon 2P minus 40, 7 upon 2P minus 20, 17 upon 9P minus 10. So 600 are divided among these three. Then it is going to be the sum of these share ratio is going to be 600. And when you simplify this, you will get 5 upon 2 plus 7 upon 2 plus 17 upon 9P is equal to 600 plus 170 plus 170 upon 9. Okay, right. So when you simplify this further, you will get P equal to 100. So the share of A is going to be 5 upon 2 P minus 40, that is 100 minus 40, that is 150. So the correct option here is option A. Question number 14. A gold broke into 3 parts. The ratio of weight of 3 parts is 3:4:5. So price of gold is directly proportional to its square weight. If there is loss of 23,500 after breaking gold, then what was the starting price of the gold? So let the weight of 3 parts be 3x, 4x and 5x. So the actual weight would be 12x, the sum of all the 3 parts. So according to the question, the price of gold is directly proportional to its square of its weight. So this information is mentioned in the question. The price of gold would be before broken was 12x whole square, that is 144x square. So the price of gold after breaking is 4x, 3x whole square, 4x whole square plus 5x whole square, that is equal to 50x square. So the loss after broken is equal to old price minus the new price, that is equal to 144x square minus 50x square, that is equal to 23500 given in the question is equal to 94x square. So x square will be 250. So the price of gold before broken was 144x square. So x square is equal to 250. So 144 times of 250 will be 36,000. So the correct option here is option B. The cost of diamond varies with square of its weight. So this is a relation given to us. The diamond is worth 9,000, is accidentally dropped and broke into 3 pieces. The ratio of weight of piece is 3:2:1. Find the loss occurred. So given the ratio of weight of 3 pieces is 3:2:1. So the diamond of worth rupees 9,000 is accidentally dropped and broke into 3 parts. So the cost of piece of diamond varies with square of its weight. So the price is equal to K times of weight square, where K is constant. So let the weight of piece of diamond be 3A plus 2A plus 8, that is equal to 6A. So this thing is written with the help of this ratio, which is given to us about the weight. So the initial value of diamond is 36 Ka square, which is equal to 9000. Okay, so when you simplify this, then new value of diamond becomes K times of 9A square, 4A square plus A square equal to 14Ka square. So the new value of diamond is equal to 14 times of 9000 upon 36, that is 3500 rupees. So loss occurred is 5500. So the correct option here is option A. A dog takes 8 jumps for every 12 jumps of the lion and takes 15 jumps for every 12 jumps of the lion. And the distance covered by a dog in 8 jump, distance covered by the lion in 16 jump, and the distance covered by the fox in the 14th jump is equal. Find the ratio of their speeds. So let D, D, DL and DJ be the distance covered by per jump by the dog, lion and fox respectively. So the given 8 times of DD is equal to 16 times of DL equal to 24 times of DF. From 8 times of DD equal to 16 times of DL, we can say DD upon DL is equal to 2. Okay. And from 8 times of DD equal to 24 times of DF, we can say DD upon DF is equal to 3. So this much information we can draw from the question. So DL upon DF is equal to 1 upon 6. So the ratio of speed will be 8 to 6 is to 5. So the option correct here is option C. A man has in all rupees 640 in the denominations of 1 rupee, 5 rupee and 10 rupee notes. The number of each type of notes are equal. What is the total number of notes he has? So the solution, total amount from notes can be expressed at 1x plus 5x plus 10x equal to 640. That is 16x is equal to 640. So solving for x, we find that x is equal to 40. So now the total number of notes is 3x equal to 3 into 40, that is 120. The total number of notes is 120. So the correct option here is option B. A box contains 280 coins of 1 rupee, 50 paisa and 25 paisa. So the value of each kind of coin are in ratio 8 is to 4 is to 3. Then the number of 8 paisa coin is. So this is the ratio. The value of coins 8x is to 4x is to 3x. So number of coins will be 8x into 1, 4x is to 2 and 3x into 4. So it will be 8x is to 8x is to 12x. So therefore the total coin will be 28x, taking the sum, and it is given to be 280. So that means x is equal to 10. So the number of 50 paisa coin is equal to 80. So the correct option here is option C. A bag contains few coins of 50 paisa, 25 paisa and 10 paisa can be expressed by 3 consecutive odd prime numbers that are in the ascending order. The total value of coin in the bag is rupees 552. If the number of coins reversed in order, then find the increase in amount in the bag. So let the 3 consecutive odd prime numbers be P1 less than P2 less than P3, representing 50 paisa, 25 paisa and 10 paisa coins respectively. The total value in paisa is 50 P1, 25 P2 plus 10 P3, that is equal to 55200. So assuming P1 equal to 7, P2 equal to 11, P3 equal to 13. So 50 into 7 plus 25 into 11 plus 10 into 13 will be 755. So when the coins are reversed, P1 equal to 13, P2 equal to 11 and P3 equal to 7. So the new total value will be 50 into 3, 13 plus 25 into 11 plus 10 into 7, that is equal to 9950. So the increase in amount will be 9950 minus 5520, and that is equal to 44.30. Hence the increase in amount is 272 paise. So correct option here is option D. So there are two pockets A and B. Pocket A contains 1 rupee, 50 paisa and 25 paisa coins, and pocket B contains 50 paisa, 25 paisa and 10 paisa coins. If the ratio of total amount in A, B is 5:4, and the coins are in ratio 2:3:5 in pocket A and 3:x:8 in pocket B, find the value of x. So let the number be number of rupee 150 paisa, 25 paisa in pocket of A be 2k, 3k and 5k respectively. So the total amount in A is 1 into 2k, 0.50 into 3k and 0.25 into 5k. So the sum will be equal to 4.75k. Let the number of 50 paisa, 25 paisa and 10 paisa coin in the pocket be 3m, xm and 8m respectively. So the total amount will be 0.50 into 3m, 0.25 into xm and 0.10 into 8m. So when you take the sum, you will have 2.3 plus 0.25x m. So the ratio is 5:3. So it will be 4.75k upon 2.3 plus 0.25x into m equal to 5/4. So 19k is equal to 11.5m plus 1.25 xm. So substituting k equal to m, I'll have 19 equal to 11.5 plus 1.25x and x is equal to 6. So the value of x is 6. The option correct here is option D. So that would be all for this lecture, and I'll see you in the next class with more questions on ratio and proportion.